Good evening. Well, hello, everybody. I want to have a very peaceful live today. You heard me. You heard me. I want to have. I want to have. I want to have a very peaceful live. Let me get my words together. So, I just want to say, really, on the title where I said organic view, I am just so thankful that I have a organic channel that I have built from the ground up. I really want content creators to know just how much, it means to me that I was able to create something independently. Not a lot of content creators know about that, like building something from the ground up and actually building a baseline with it. So, that's something that no one can ever take away from me on YouTube. There's a lot of things that people can do in the form of saying I have quite a bit of content creators over here that have said that if it wasn't for them, that I wouldn't have this, I wouldn't have that. A lot of people will stomp on you and say that pretty much your whole persona was made by them. But see, I have something that no one over here can ever say that they had any type of involvement with, and that is my other channel. So I say build something that will make you be able to stand with the worst of people on this application, and trust and believe you will get over it, because you will think about that. You'll think about that organic flow that you have going on. I can go over there now and just make a video, and I'll have comments on feedback, all of that. That's what YouTube is really about. So I'm glad that I have found a stance, regardless of how big or small it is. I have a little piece of of YouTube organically, and I built it, and I feel good about it. So I just wanted to, just punch out that it's a lot of perks with having your own organic flow of things. It helps you find yourself a lot quicker. I'll say when you have an actual organic channel, and you're not really doing commentary on other people, really involved like that. Um you can really develop your character. And another thing that I love about it is I'm versatile. Like, I mean, I do so many different things, and because I'm that type of person anyways, I like to do different things. I'm not a oodles and noodles every day, chicken, 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 all throughout the day, chicken casserole, then chicken stuffing, all of that. I can't do that. I want to move around. I'm better when I see, I'm just approached by with new ideas, and I'm glad that I was able to gain a audience that has channeled in on that, because certain times, like, how over, here it's like mess, um and that's what people want to see. So when you have they say, they say that make sure that you have like a variety channel, so that you can do everything that you want to do, because I've heard a lot of people say that they have been limited because they decided to do content on one particular thing, and then that's where their audience goes, like, oh, we just want to see that. So when they do something new, they don't have a they don't have the same flow of an audience when they do create that content. And they said that they wish they had started off doing just about everything. So yeah, I just really like I just really excuse me. I just really like that. And even over here, I'm still just a tad bit versatile over here as well too. Even though a lot of times it is the mess. Yeah. Hey, Mrs. Vegas, what's up, y'all? Meow meow. That's right. Oh, is that Brian? Brian, hello. Hey. No, no, Phantom Queen. No. Can we have at least one laugh? Shock him free. Stop it. Y'all don't want to see, you just won't mess. That's it. Hey QI, hey baby. Lady of the hour. Yeah, so y'all, we're definitely gonna get started with our reading. Hello, Lisa Monet. The Real K Fit. Hey boo. Oh, The Real K Fit, darling. I have to go back and watch your video too today. It's been a lot of videos and made today. PDP. Hey. And myself. Love yourself. Self-love yourself. We are headed up in this book. Yes. Red Star. Hey boo. Yeah, y'all. I was out earlier with my aunt. Rodney. Hey, Rodney, Rodney was the first today. Rodney was the first. Hey, Rodney. And the purse is closed. Okay, now the purse is closed. Hey. Oh, you said this is relaxing. I'm so happy to hear you say that, dear. Yes, so I'm definitely doing something right. So, okay, y'all. I think I seen everyone. Oh, look, yeah, Phantom Queen said they just want to keep fooling around. No, baby. This is relaxation. Yes, I love my QI too. QI, are we Lemon's birthday is fastly approaching. It's probably gonna be a great time over there. Okay, y'all. So yeah, let's get with the reading though. Let me see. Did I touch on everything organically? Yeah. So I say to the folks that if you've ever had anybody in your ear before that has said, because I actually had somebody that I had a run-in with. They were like, I was copying them. I was like, huh? They was like, yeah, he was copying me, and if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't have this. And I was like, oh no, you know what? Let me create something that I did, and I did it from the ground up. And I said, then they can't hold nothing over you, because you just hear that type of stuff. I hear it a lot out here, where people say you stole this and you stole that, and it was ridiculous. One laugh that somebody made, I said, huh? Like they went in, and I said, okay, you want to believe that, believe what you want to, but the channel speaks for itself, okay? And it'll make you definitely feel proud of yourself, and then you'll know that you have the capabilities to just create. And that's what it's about, being that type of content creator. Max Boogie, what's up, baby? Yeah, Brian, Oh, Max, you said, Ro, are you healing, beloved? It's gonna be none of that tonight, Max. No, boo. Let's go ahead and head into the reading. Hazel. Hey, boo. Yeah. Oh, Hazel, I got your message earlier too, boo. Thank you. Yeah, QI. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a good old turn up. Brian, look, they done got you started too, Brian. They done got you started. Y'all. Okay, so here we go. Because we're on chapter 41 of Edelyn Harris's book, No One in the World. And y'all, I'm telling you, this book is really good. It's real, it's a messy book, I gotta say. It's not from Edelyn Harris. Edelyn Harris was not messy. He was never messy. this is R.M. Johnson, because he made this book with another author. This was a dual author. R.M. Johnson is very messy, because I know my Elin Harris, he don't do nothing like that. Elin Harris walks with grace. But yeah, R.M. Johnson, I know this has to be a lot of his work. Because Elin Harris left things, he left things to the imagination, as certain authors do. But R.M. Johnson, I think he's just throwing everything on the table. Not saying that, we don't enjoy it, because, we sure do. Oh, Max, you said, Ro, are you going to be drinking tonight? I don't know, Max. I might. I still have some more of that XXL left. So, I don't know if I'm going to take a sip or not. I have been thinking if I was going to take a sip. Okay, so here's the music, y'all. Let me know if it's too loud. Chapter 41. Black kissed Theresa's full lips, rode her with a little less force till she finished climaxing. Then he lowered her legs, leaned over her, brushed her sweat-drenched hair from out of her face, and kissed her deeply again. Oh, wow, they're having sex. Theresa's eyes closed as she breathed. A content smile appeared on her face. She looked up at Black. I love you. I love you too. His only family was in Wisconsin. And if it wasn't for Theresa sitting outside the gate in her rusting Chevy Malibu to take him home with her, he wouldn't have nowhere to go. Black raised himself from the bed and stood in front of the mirror on her dresser. She sat up behind him, admiring his tight, well-built body. Black glanced at the reflection of the slightly overweight woman behind him. She had gained a few pounds since he had gone to prison, but they were all in the right places. Her hips, her ass, and her breasts. Her hair was longer now, a weave of some sort, Black thought. It looked nice, though, and he figured she might have done it a day or two ago just for his release. Theresa wasn't winning no beauty pageants. She had a hard 5.5 on a scale to 10. But that's what Black liked. A woman who didn't think she was too cute. A woman who wasn't getting hit on every time she walked through the grocery store. A woman who thought she could get no luckier than to find a man like Black. Yeah, Theresa was exactly what he needed. And as Black slid on his jeans without first putting on his underwear, he figured he'd stay here till he was able to drum up the money to give Cuddy. Then he would head out to Wisconsin. He just hoped he could get it in time. Black was surprised he had not heard from the drug dealer or any of his boys yet. They knew where Theresa lived, and Black was surprised not to find some black Hummer or huge GMC truck with smoked out windows, sitting front of in front of her house when they pulled up earlier. Theresa, oh my God. Sorry, y'all. Theresa knew about Black's past, about his brushes with the law, but from the last year, he had promised her that he had changed and would not bring any of that criminal behavior back into her house. If she got wind of him owing a drug dealer money, despite how much it might hurt her, Black was almost certain she would put him out. "You hungry, baby?" Theresa said, climbing out of bed and sliding up behind Black. Her body was soft against his skin. Her I'm sorry. What's that word, y'all? Erect. Okay. Her erect nipples pressed into his back started him going again. Theresa sunk her small hand into the loose fit of Black's jeans, grabbed his growing penis, and tugged at it softly. "We couldn't go again. Then I could make you. We could go again. Then I could make you whatever you want to eat." He could do that. His sexual appetite was enormous. His skill was masterful, and Theresa was easy. He could bring her to orgasm 3 more times without as much as a drop of sweat falling from his brow. "We got all the time in the world for that, baby," Black said, wrapping his arms around her and kissing her on the forehead. "Why don't you get that food together now? 'Cause I'm starving. And get me the phone. I got an important call to make." "Sure, baby," Theresa said. She grabbed a robe from a chair in the corner of the room and covered her naked body. She stepped out of the room for a minute, then reappeared with the cordless phone. "Roast beef, potatoes, gravy, and green beans sound good to you?" Theresa said, handing the phone over. "Perfect, baby." Theresa smiled. Black patted her on the ass as she stepped out the room, giving him his privacy. He pulled out the scrap of paper Theresa had written Eric's phone number down this morning when he called the house about their hanging out. Black was happy that Eric did as he said, actually called the number Black had given him the day before Eric was released. Now, Black called Eric and waited, a frown on his face, with the pressure of having to find $150,000 for Cuddy. When the call was picked up and Black heard Eric's voice, a sincere smile appeared on his face. Not until then had he realized how much he missed his friend. "Hey man, you coming by to pick me up for that beer tonight or what?" Y'all, okay, so we kind of got more into Black's ordeals. We know him to be Eric's friend, and both of them were prisoners. Is that Young MIA? What's up? Oh, you said, what are you reading? I'm reading a book called No One in the World, Young MIA. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, Lisa Monet. I'm telling you, they do have some moments in this book. It definitely brings out the heat. Sassy Francis, what's up, boo? Oh yeah, ooh, thank you. Yeah, thanks, boo. Yeah, I definitely need to sip my water. Y'all heard my voice. It was going in and out. It was getting a little scratchy. Okay, boo. Yeah, you said play it safe, bro. I'm only sipping on Dragon Stout at Lemon's Birthday Bash is what I'm sipping on. Okay, boo. Yeah, I think that tonight might definitely be a safe one for me. One second, y'all. Okay, y'all, we about to get back into it. Unhinged. Well, hello there. Good to see you. Young MIA, you said I'm gonna Google it so I can read along. You okay, Young MIA? I appreciate you. Yeah, please do. I'm on chapter 42. Y'all look at that. I'm gonna have my guy Young MIA. If you want to, Young MIA, we can maybe on the next one we can have like a collaboration where we read together. You read one chapter, I read the next, and we can both do our like opinions of the book. That'd be cool. Yeah, Unhinged. Yeah, see, Unhinged been following the story, y'all. Yeah, I don't really trust Black like that either. Unhinged. He has some very villain type ways about him. Definitely, yes, he has his agenda. Tis, tis, tis. Oh, sure, Lisa. The novel's name is No One in the World. Yeah, it's about twins that were separated at birth. QI, you said Roro. These narcissistic folks be running wild on the YouTube streets. Yeah, boo. I be telling the folks that they have a little bit of drops of narcissistic tendencies. That is a whole content creator out here. His name is Mental Illness, and he is definitely getting the views for every bit of narcissistic ways that he has invested inside himself. So he is making money up off of that. Yeah, okay, it does, Young MIA. Okay, we heard it first here, Young MIA. Yeah, that would be fun, buddy. Yeah, so we're gonna have to do that. Yep. Okay, y'all. So let's go ahead with our chapter 42, and then we'll do a little bit of discussion. Chapter 42. I sat on the living room sofa, thumbing through an essence magazine to check out the new Winslow hair care advertisement while I thought again about the woman Sissy was having me marry. Sissy said the contract would be ready for signatures tomorrow. I'm going to want the two of you to make at least two very public appearances before we announce the wedding. Give people the impression that this has been going on privately, at least for a little while. Then I'm thinking a quick private wedding with just friends, with just family and a few friends. Don't get me wrong, it'll still be beautiful, Sissy had said. The home phone rang on the end table beside me. Hello, I said, picking up, noticing that the screen said it was a call from the front gate. Kobe. A tingle went through my body. at the sound of Tyler's voice. That always happened after not speaking to him for more than a day. I wished I was able to control that and not feel like a giddy schoolgirl. Giddy schoolgirl whenever he decided to call or drop by to grace me with his presence. Tyler, I said, guess where I am? He said in a sultry voice. At the front, excuse me, at the at at my front gate. How did you know? I'm psychic. I'm buzzing you in. When Tyler walked through the front door, he looked and smelled as good as he always did. His wavy hair was freshly cropped and his mustache trimmed. I loved when he visited me on the day of a fresh haircut. After I closed the door, he stepped right up to me, placed a hand to the back of my head, and gave me a long, passionate kiss. When he was done, I felt breathless and slightly dizzy. Damn, that was schoolgirl thing. Damn, that schoolgirl thing, I thought, smiling to myself. So tonight is my lucky night, I said. You found 30 seconds to spend with me. Business meeting with a couple of congressmen that was supposed to last all night wrapped up early. So here I am, Tyler said, extending his arms out to his sides like he was ready for anything. You know, I could have been busy doing something, I said, but you weren't. And your wife, Kennedy, and the girls won't miss you too much. You being gone tonight? Tyler took my face in his hands. Kobe, how about we not do this? Tonight I'm free and I want to be with you. Let's say we put everything else aside and just enjoy each other, okay? We can find a game or a movie on TV, have a few drinks, and who knows? What do you say? He knew he was way too charming for me to deny, and he was right. I didn't want to ruin it. Fine. What do you want to drink? Tyler smiled, walked over to the sofa, grabbed the remote to the flat screen, and thumbed it. Scotch, neat. Make it a double. I poured us 2 short glasses halfway full with Black Label, walked them over to Tyler, and handed him his, then sat down beside him. He took a sip, threw an arm around me, and said, "Now why don't you tell me about your day?" I snuggled in next to him. Okay, but I think I'm going to have to go back and get the bottle. Oh, okay, y'all. So Black's over there. He done sat on down and got his girl making some dinner, for him while he's conjuring up a plan to focus in on getting this $150,000 from his rich friend's twin brother. And then we also have Tyler, who is Kobe's squeeze, but Tyler is married. So he's married with children, so he definitely has something to lose. But he done sat on down to, got his boo out there getting a drink, and he's settling in with it. We got some things up in this book. Don't put none of this on Elin Harris, okay? The messiness is from R.M. Johnson. I'm quite sure of it. Yeah. Yeah. You hear that, Unhinged? Yep. It's a lot, boo. Yeah, Lisa, you said a fresh haircut is nice. Yeah. Not the residue on the pillow, though. Oh, Lisa, I know that's right, baby. Yeah. It ain't nothing like that fresh haircut, though. Sometimes they just got to keep a little bit more alcohol. Yeah, somewhere in the car, still be real trimmed up. Yeah, he is unhinged. A whole mess, boo. We're blaming it on R.M. Johnson. And we just may do an experiment too. After we read this book, we gonna get another book of his, because in the back of this book it has a listing of his books. We about to find out who the messy one is. Me and Unhinged we know is R.M. Johnson. Okay, y'all. So we are on chapter 43. Eric and Black sat hunched over beers inside a dimly-lit, crowded bar on 55th Street. Black wore jeans, a t-shirt, and a hooded zipper sweat jacket. Eric wore the peach-colored boss shirt, designer jeans, and a new pair of black loafers Kobe had brought him earlier. Black head was turned, looking out the storefront window of the bar. He shook his head as though he couldn't believe what he saw. What? Eric said. Black turned to him. He gave you that motherfucking Audi? Black said over an old Rolling Stone tune that played loudly in the bar. Just gave it to you like that? Here's the keys. Take it? Eric took a drink from his mug. Yeah, kind of like that. But I ain't going to keep it. You crazy? He don't even have to say he's giving it to me. Make the mistake and put the keys in my hand, it's mine. Hell, leave the keys on the counter or anywhere I can reach them. Guess what? I know the car is yours. Damn Skippy. Black grabbed his beer, took a couple of swallows, and looked at you. Look at you. All Sean John'd out, looking like Boris Kojo and shit. All right, you made your point. I'm looking kind of crazy right now. Nah, man, you looking good for real. Which means dude wasn't lying about being who he said he was. Nah, he wasn't lying. So you going to be living there? Guess so. He's a decent dude. He's okay, but I don't know if he likes me. So why he giving you all that stuff? Don't know. He says he wants to be family, but I think maybe he's feeling guilty about him being raised like royalty and me being poor, and hopes tossing me a few dollars will help him sleep at night. So you think he got a soft spot for guys who have a rough life? Make him want to hang out bags of money? Makes him want to hand out bags of money. Hell, take me over there. Introduce me to him, Black said. Don't think so. Black turned away from Eric and faced the bar. He stared at himself in the mirror behind the stacked bottles of liquor, thinking that maybe he had come on a little too strong. He would have to try again. He couldn't afford to blow this. Black lifted his mug, took another drink, and wiped his mouth with his knuckle. He turned back to Eric, who seemed deep in thought. I was just saying, he seems like a pretty cool dude. And to look just like you, that would be a trip to see. You really ought to let me meet him. Besides, I'd love to see this crib you in, if it's all that you saying it is. Trust me, Black. That and more. Dude even got a maid. It ain't no joke. So what? You gonna let me meet your brother? Or are you ashamed to say you know me? Nah, man, Eric said, punching Black in the shoulder, smiling. I ain't ashamed of you. You can meet him. Black smiled too. Introduce me to your brother. Introduce me to your brother means more to me than you'll ever know, dude. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard all that vitriol? That's how they say it. All up in Black's voice. And I mean, the thing about this, like, I feel like Eric, at first, I really thought that he was, and I think he is, but he just doesn't know if he can trust Kobe yet. But I really felt like, that they were bonding. But I do know that Black is a bad influence. And just like Unhinged, who said it? Who said it? He got a, Unhinged. You said it was an agenda. Yeah, he definitely is shaping his agenda towards, any means necessary. And I feel like they, if he had to, he would break up their family bonding. I feel like Black would. So this is getting quite interesting, y'all. Real Mama Fifi, hey boo. Yeah, it definitely is a social experiment. Oh, and Young MIA, thank you. Scorpio Rising, hey there, babe. Dear, we appreciate you joining us. Okay, y'all, so we are on chapter 44. Earlier, Black gave Eric some dap when he pulled the Audi up in front of Theresa's house to drop him off. After getting out the car, Black's eyes were focused on the area around the dark street for any sign of Cuddy's people. You all right, man? Eric said. Black showed Eric a fake. Let me say this correct. Black showed Eric a fake, confident smile. I'm good. Holla at you later, right? Black cautionally walked up to the small 2-bedroom house, inserted his key in the lock, and walked in. He closed the door and double bolted it. He leaned back and exhaled. He told himself that things would work out. He had a good lead. This Kobe guy had loads of money to spare, and it didn't seem as though he had a problem parting with some of it. Yeah, Black would be just fine. He had nothing to worry about outside of coming up with a plan to get some of Kobe's money. But he had to think about that later, because what bothered him now was the fact that he had been out of prison for almost a full day, and there hadn't been any word from Cuddy. The man had to have known he was out. Could there have been a chance that he just forgot about Black? No. No way in hell. Then again, maybe in return for keeping quiet all that time, Cuddy decided that Black would not have to pay back the money from the drugs after all. Hello, Anthony. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Yeah, Unhinged. He better watch out. See, that's what happens when Eric trusts Black. You can really tell. Baby, is that you? Theresa called from the bedroom. Yeah, just walked in, Black said, heading to meet her, his spirits uplifted by the chance he was off the hook. Black stepped into the bedroom. Theresa was in a nightgown in bed. The TV was on, showing a commercial for dog food. You have a good meeting with your friend, baby, Theresa said. Yeah, it was pretty good, Black said, sitting on the edge of the bed, leaning over and kissing Theresa. How you doing? Fine. Was just waiting for you to get home. You hungry? I'm good. I had something while I was out, Black said, standing. Think I'm going to take a shower, then come in here and do some nasty things to you. Theresa laughed. Don't take too long, or I'm going to have to come in after you. Black was in the hallway, his shirt halfway over his head, when Theresa added, Oh yeah, somebody came by looking for you. Black turned around, stepped back in, and put his shirt back down. Who was it? A couple of guys. Said they were old friends of yours. Did they say anything else? They said they would be back. When? Just then, 3 loud knocks came from the front door, startling Black. Worry covered his face. You okay? Theresa said. Fine. Just stay right here. Black nervously walked to the front door, pressed his ear against it, and listened. When the knock came again, it panicked him so much he stumbled back and almost fell. Who is it? Open the door, Black. You know who the hell it is. Black reluctantly did as he was told. Standing on the stool outside was Bones, the thin, muscular man who had pressed the gun to his head 4 years ago. Beside him stood another shorter man, wearing a long white t-shirt and a black patch over his left eye. Black saw the bulges of the waist of both men's jeans and didn't have to be told they were carrying. Come on, Black said. Somebody needs to talk to you. Let me just get my girl. You don't gotta tell her. You don't gotta tell your girl shit. The shorter, one-eyed man said. His name was Rondu. You just gotta be out here in the truck. Bring your ass on. Black stepped out of the house and pulled the door softly closed. The two men walked on either side of Black to the Cadillac Escalade parked at the curb. Bones opened the back passenger side door for Black. On the back side was Cuddy, looking as he had looked 4 years ago, short and evil and pissed off. His hair was longer. Some of it stuck out from under a baseball cap, the bill cocked to the side. Cuddy's jeans were pushed down just below his hips. A scatty clad woman had her face in his lap. Oh my God. Giving him a skillful blowjob. Black noticed how the fake bright pink fingernails of her hand slid rapidly up and down his erect penis. What the fuck you looking at? Cuddy said, as calmly as he were reading a newspaper. Ain't never seen a nigga get his dick sucked. Get in the fucking truck. Black got in on the other side of the woman and started towards the front seat. You remember the little deal we made, right? Cuddy said. Yeah, Black said, his eyes still forward. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Black turned to Cuddy, trying not to follow that arranged eye of his. I said you remember our deal, Cuddy said, his right hand buried deep into the woman's weave, guiding her head as she continued sucking and stroking him. Yeah, I remember. Good. Just needed to make sure you did. Because if I don't get my 150K in, Cuddy held up his left wrist, glanced at his heavily jeweled watch. Midnight would make 9 days. Bad things gonna happen. You clear on that? Yeah. Appreciate you keeping your mouth shut, but business is business. You owe me. And law of the streets say I gotta collect or make an example of your ass. I let you slide, then I'm the punk, and young fools be gunning for me. Can't let that happen. You understand? Yeah, Black said. Good. Now get out my truck so I can get this bitch what she been working so hard for. Her mouth full, Black heard the woman giggle. Yeah, okay, Black said. He opened the door of the truck and started towards the house. He heard the truck door open and shut behind him again. Then footsteps moving toward him. Hey. Black turned to find the man wearing the eye patch behind him, holding out a cell phone. Cuddy wants you to take this for when we need to contact you. Black took the phone. Number is taped to the back. Whenever that bitch ring, you better be picking it up. Y'all. Wow, I tell you, see, this book just continues. Unhinged. Yes, do you got your popcorn? This guy, see, that's when you know you're dealing with somebody that they got some ways on them. You know, when they are out there, they talking about something. This guy, he is real ruthless. This dude that Black owes all this money to. He seems like he really doesn't have a soul, you know. He can't even take in the pleasures of sex, well, you know, without multitasking. Heavy, you know, on evil. So it's a lot, y'all. It really is. And in that moment, I do, you know, kind of feel for Black, but still, I feel like Black knew what he was getting himself into. Yeah, Lisa, ain't it steamy? It's So y'all, we're gonna do one more chapter. He's very ruthless. Yeah, this guy, Cuddy. Yeah, Cuddy. Cuddy will do more than just cut you. Yeah, you know, I'm very happy. I'm gonna say this. I'm very happy that Black's girlfriend or whatever she is to him, I'm glad she made it out alive. You know, because the only reason that I feel like that this Cuddy guy has not already taken away, you know, the littlest things. Well, not the littlest things. You know, things from Black yet is because Black did not snitch on him. That's the only reason. Because he seems all the way gone and like, oh, all I'm doing is making a stance and you better respect me. That's where Cuddy is. So, okay, y'all, let's go ahead and do our last chapter. Yeah, don't you unhinge? Yeah, it's it's pretty much feeling that way. I said, oh, well, he knows what he has gotten himself into. He's had years to think about it. All right, y'all, chapter 45. I had told Tyler everything about what Sissy had planned for me. I told him the reasons behind the plan and how the family would supposedly benefit from the marriage. I then told him about my what's that word? I then told him about my skepticism of my fear about going ahead with the whole thing. So, what do you think I should do? I said. He was looking in my eyes, a sly smile on his face. I know what I want you to do. I just asked you a serious question, I said, pushing down on his hand, and he tried to undo the top button of my shirt. I really want to know what you think. Tyler grabbed the remote from beside his thigh and clicked off the game we had been watching. He stood and held out a hand. Come on, let's go to your room. There's something I want to show you. I crossed my arms. Can't you do better than that? Seriously, I need to know what you think about this. Okay, Tyler said, grabbing my arm and pulling me off the sofa. We'll go to your room. You give me what I want, and afterward, I'll tell you exactly what I think about your sister's little plan. Fine, I said, taking Tyler's hand and leaning him towards the stairs. I glanced down at my watch and saw that it wasn't even 8 o'clock yet. Eric said he wouldn't be home until late. I would make sure Tyler was long gone by 9:30 at the latest. We had made love for almost 45 minutes, taking our time like we always did. Now, just finishing, as we lay naked beside each other in bed, both of us breathing heavily, a light coat of sweat covering our bodies. I was happy in that moment. Tyler had only been here in my room, in my bed like this, on a few other occasions when my parents were away on trips. But now I could have him over whenever I wanted, and I knew soon I would want him over all the time. I wanted to ask him when, if ever, it would just be the two of us, but I knew he would avoid the conversation. Besides, I truly did need guidance about the situation with the woman I was set to marry. What are you thinking? Tyler asked me, leaning up on an elbow and rubbing a hand over the shaved stubble on my chest. I want you to tell me how you think I should play this. Okay, Tyler said, lying on his back, crossing his arms behind his head. You told me earlier, Sissy said the business might be in trouble, that P&G might be attempting to a hostile takeover, and the shares that you receive once you marry might help you hold on to the company. Yeah. Do you think even with the additional shares that she'll be able to save it? Tyler, you don't know Sissy like I do. If you did, you wouldn't even have asked me that question. Then you answered your question. The shares are important and you need to get them, Tyler said. I would seriously consider this, Kobe. But even if you weren't sold yet, there's a benefit that you might not have thought of. What is that? I said, disappointed, hoping Tyler would say marrying this woman was the last thing I should do. Do this, and you'll be married, a family man, Tyler said, sitting up in bed, looking at me very seriously. I know one day you want to be attorney general, and I even believe you made mention of political aspirations. This will help you be the man people want to see. You mean lie? Some more? I don't want, Kobe, Tyler said, laying a hand on my wrist. I hate to say it, but what do you think you'll be doing when you marry this woman? You're lying then. You might as well take advantage of all the benefits. Also, it will help deflect any suspicion as to whether you and I have something going on. Are you worrying about being found out? You know how careful we are. Why would you even never think that we can't be found out? Do you know what kind of news that would make? A state's attorney and an Illinois state senator having a murdered gay relationship. That would sell a lot of papers and make a lot of money for some people. But there are folks out there who know that. Oh, and there are folks out there who know that. We're fine, I said, turning all turned off by the direction of the conversation. I would never put you in that kind of jeopardy. I don't appreciate you what's that word? I'm sorry. And I don't appreciate you implementing that. Tyler laid back down and stared up at me. You know you're so handsome when you're angry. Shut up, I said, trying to push him out of bed, but he was all muscle and wouldn't budge. Come here and give me a kiss, he said, trying to pull me on top of him. I climbed him and glazed down in his eyes. So I'm going to go through with this. Not just because you think I should, but for all the reasons I mentioned before you gave your opinion. I think it's a good idea. Me being married won't mess things up between us, I asked, concerned. Does me being married mess things up for us? You're lying in bed, right? I laughed. So it's so it wasn't mess so it hasn't messed things up too bad. Once you get sorry. Once you getting married, we'll share the same situation. Things will be even better. Yeah, I guess so, I said, not knowing if that would really be the case. There you have it. Now, where's that kiss? I lowered my face and kissed Tyler. I wish he could just stay here the night. As I kissed him, I considered making that request when I thought I heard a lot. When I thought I heard a sound in the hallway. Hey, Kobe, you in there? It was Eric. He was just outside my door. Filled with panic, I called loudly, Eric, don't. We finished up early and Eric must not have heard me because there were two quick knocks on the door and then it swung open. What? Ooh. So y'all, apparently, I guess Eric did. Oh yeah, Eric doesn't know that Kobe is gay. Or unhinged. This stuff is just, it's getting there. I'm gonna say this though, y'all. So I agree with Tyler on this. I really do. I agree with him because I feel like that he is looking out for he's looking out for Kobe on the midst of saying, hey, you got to keep your family business up. You know, so at least we know on some level he does care for Kobe. He cares for Kobe. He's not, I don't think he's willing to give up his relationship with his wife and kids for Kobe. But I feel like this whole situation, what he's thinking, the situation where Kobe's gonna marry Austin in this arranged marriage, he's gonna feel as though now Kobe's gonna have something to lose. So it's gonna actually make Tyler feel safer in, you know, his secrets not being revealed, because now Kobe's gonna also have secrets. So it may be selfish of Tyler actually, you know, but on some levels, I still feel like Tyler isn't just with Kobe for the sex. But it's still a situation that, you know, is just any day. If, you know, Kobe doesn't know what could happen, like Tyler could just like tell him, I can't talk to you ever again. You know, something really serious happens. So it's still a risk. And I feel like Kobe is in love with Tyler. I could tell that. But I feel like when you're in that type of a relationship, you just never know how that man could be really feeling about you. I mean, I think he likes the situation, but who is he in love with? His wife or Kobe? You know, well, not that, because he could just say I love both of you, but who does he love more? It's wow, that's quite a bit. Yeah, see, unhinged. So you said yeah, yes, but getting married. Yeah, I know, but I feel like that I definitely want his family's legacy to still be within their hands, so it's that situation is something, ain't it? It's yeah, Unhinged, it is a scary moment. So that's what we're gonna find out next time, y'all. Eric has just walked in on Kobe and Tyler in bed together, and I don't think Eric knows that his brother is gay. So we'll see how Eric takes to that. What a story. Oh, Lisa, you said probably the latter. Yeah. The later. Yeah, later. Yeah. We'll see, boo. So, y'all, I really appreciate y'all for joining me today, though. This was a great, peaceful live. I think it filled with peace, and it did have this book is mess. This book is straight up mess. It's a fool. This book is a fool, and I blame R.M. Johnson. I want to see how R.M. Johnson looks. Now, Elin Harris, y'all, he has always, that man carries himself. Well, he did. He carried himself with quite a bit of grace. I wish I could have been out there. He used to be one of those authors that used to sell his books in the back of his trunk. Now, those were those real authors back when. I sure wish I could have met him. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it, boo. Yeah, I was really, just trying to do my best with my whole pronunciations. Next time, I'm going to have to drink a lot more water, though, because I really did feel myself to have dry mouth on this reading. But I think I got out what I could. Yeah, Unhinged, I am quite shocked myself, boo. We're going to be getting back into this real soon. We just left each other with just a tad bit of a cliffhanger, y'all. We're leaving with a little cliffhanger. Let me know, to the people that are part of my replay gang, let me know your thoughts on how do you feel Eric is going to feel after what apparently he just witnessed. His brother laying in bed with another man. We'll see now. Oh, Unhinged, you said, Ro, please be careful at Lemon's birthday party tonight. Don't drink too much, boo. Oh, thanks, baby. Yeah, you are right, darling. Yeah, I'm not gonna have too much. I wish. Let me get a piece of cake. I'll take a piece of cake. cake only. Well, okay though, y'all. This has been fun, and I will be seeing y'all soon. Let me go ahead and play the music. This book is getting pretty great. Thank you, Unhinged, baby. Oh, Red Star. Thank you, babe. Yeah, I hope you are having a good night too. Bye, Lisa boo. That's right, Unhinged. Now eat the cake, Anime. Eat the cake. That's where I'm at with it. See you, boo. Y'all enjoy your night, and it's oh god, y'all, time flies, don't it? All right, y'all settle into bed tonight, or any of your peace-filled activities. I'll see y'all for the next reading. Oh, and mess. All right, bye, y'all.